show. Oh, hello, Internet. It's your old beard buddy, Jed Whitaker here, and I'm here to play the Turing test. All I know about this game is, like, I believe you're a person on a spaceship, and you don't, like, no one else is there except for a computer and AI that you talk to. And I think it might be, like, close to a mix of, like, the Talos Principle meets, like, Portal meets 2001: A Space Odyssey. So let's check it out. I've not played it at all, so we're going in fresh-eyed as usual. Most of my videos are done fresh-eyed.
Morning, Eva. Your wake-up has been sanctioned by the ISA. We lost contact with the ground crew 450 hours ago. We have tried to establish further communications, but we are not getting any responses. We need you to investigate.
Isn't there...
Okay, doesn't it make sense to do visual checks first?
We have already looked at the data. The ISA has made the...
Isn't there a movie where Kevin Spacey plays a robot? Is it Moon? Does he play the robot in
What
Moon?
exactly is the emergency?
The ground crew found an organism...
Moon is a great movie, by the way.
Dangerous. We need to re-establish communication.
A little bit of motion blur. Not the biggest fan of motion blur in most games. Getting my bearing on what to do here. Is that a Star Trek symbol? It feels like a Star Trek symbol. I don't know. I've never really watched Star Trek. Feels like a Star Trek symbol. Pretty. I'm really big into stories like this. I've seen a lot of not games really, but a lot of movies have stories like this where it's must be me. Oh, this is quite far in the future on Christmas Eve of all times. No, this is me. I'm Ava. I like that haircut. So it's 2250. So there's other people that are gonna wake up for like 200 years. That's interesting. Peek in and see them. Canadian flag. I wonder if they're all from different places, or if this is they had a Canadian flag too. No deets in there. No flags to let us know where these people are from. But as I was saying, I really like sci-fi films that have like an AI that you talk to. I mean, there's not that many. There's like I'm sure that translates to something if you turn it into hex and yada yada yada. There's only like what that I can think of. There's like a ton of this. There's 2001: A Space Odyssey, which I love that movie, but it is hard to watch. I'll admit that it is hard to watch these days. Just not. It hasn't aged so well, but I still think it's like a good film. Can I like go in here? So that's that. Can I open this? No. So there's some pad there we'll have to remember. I'm sure we'll have to come back here for something.
Pick up your EMT. It's on the side. Okay. We are going to take a lander to Europa. Make your way to the docking station.
And Europa is one of Jupiter's moons, right? Or is it one of Mars' moons? I can't remember. I always mix it up. Energy manipulation tool apparently is the gun I picked up. I don't understand why it lets me pick up these objects. They're not useful. You can't do anything with them. Just look at them. But okay. I like that the robot's named Tom. Kind of reminds me of Major Tom. If you guys haven't seen the movie Moon, I don't know if I already said this. I'm a little scatterbrained, but if you haven't seen the movie Moon, check it out. It's great. Underrated, kind of a cult classic, if you will. It's not that old. I mean, it might be like 4, 5, 6 years old at this point, but it's not like old. But it involves a solitary spaceman and an AI, and it's really good. Some twists and turns in there, and
What's the ship's status?
some
I have
WTF
performed
moments.
Necessary checks. The Europa lander is ready to launch.
Intros of games are not always the best for
I
streaming.
think that's everything learned
Oh,
out,
that's
Tom.
loud.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm ready to go down for the long sleep then.
Good night, Ava. I will miss your assistance. The ship will be very quiet without you here.
Night. See you when I wake up, Tom.
Residuals before nulling, -02, -04,
HSMR, no.
X and Z.
Not a browser-based conversation app.
Okay, good. Horizon check right on time.
This game actually comes
How's
out
things
later
with
today.
Turing?
I'm playing the PC version in case anyone's just tuning in.
I can confirm. You are go for powered descent.
Roger that. I am running the PDI program. 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Engine 1 ignition. Engine burn.
The landers are ready.
Good. Thanks, Tom. You okay now, Sarah?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Daniel. I've done this before.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
It's just
Or
another 10 years.
nothing all that exciting has happened, but it's a good looking game. It runs on the Unreal Engine, which I mean, I think Unreal, like many of its Unreal in motion doesn't necessarily look realistic, but Unreal when not moving, sometimes it looks like damn real, which is impressive. A little slow on the This one's green, so I feel like they want us to go here. A little slow on the intro here, though. Well, that's okay. Not every game has to be balls to the wall intros.
Retro?
Go.
Fido?
Go.
Guidance?
Go.
Control?
Go.
Telcom?
Go.
Then we are go for launch initiating.
Zeppelin.
Yeah, I was right. So that's Jupiter.
Engaging retrofire.
There's a lot of sci-fi movies
I'm
in
running the
sci-fi
program
in general that
Delta
deals with
pitch
Europa, the
88
moon.
degrees Absolute. Braking procedure.
I forget if the name of the game was actually, or the name of the movie was actually Europa. But there was one recently that dealt with it. That it was kind of an indie sci-fi film, and I thought it was pretty good. A lot of indie sci-fi is so low budget that it's just awful, but that one was decent.
Go.
Full retrograde.
This game is pretty. So if you're not a big sci-fi, yeah, the Europa report, that was right. You got it, Shazamari. If you're not a big sci-fi person and you don't really know about
Open the door.
Europa, I think they say that Europa may be the closest thing to like an inhabitable planet or inhabitable thing that's close to us. I believe. I know that there's ice caps and water is like a big important thing. This game surprisingly runs smooth too. This is on DirectX 12, which is one of the few games that supports DirectX 12 so far. Weird that there's a line across the screen. I like that I just started talking about how it's so smooth and now there's just this weird
How
line.
long will my
Is Europa covered in water? Thought it was just certain points. That was some weird loading. Now we've got our gun thing.
The base has changed.
What do you mean?
The base was originally constructed as modules to withstand the seismic activity.
Hey, look, it's a companion
around
cube.
Sierra Macula. It appears the ground team have manipulated these modules. The base was built initially by machines. I served as the mind of these operations. I arrived first on Europa in 2240.
Oh,
It costs a lot to send humans into space with the
That's
necessary
interesting.
life support, especially such a vast
I like that it's not babying you with a tutorial here. It's just kind of letting you discover and just giving you like tooltips.
I wonder why the ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis.
Obviously, I can't climb that, so
Turing tests.
Turing
No?
tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human. A combination of logical and lateral thinking.
So, you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We need to work together.
So that's like the main thing of the game there. If you, in case you didn't, if you don't know what a Turing test is, Alan Turing is the guy who, the guy, I guess. I mean, you can either is correct. I don't know how to get it up there. Oh, I just put it through the window. Derp. For some reason, I thought that was solid. Alan Turing is the guy who was basically the father of computing, modern computing. He helped. You might have seen there was a movie with him in it recently where he helped crack the code on. I think it was World War II, like Germany's code. He helped crack it with like a computer that he built.
They really have completely repurposed.
And there was a test that I think he invented it.
So, what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage.
That essentially just
Converted them beyond recognition.
was a test to see whether or not
Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here.
something was alive, a living person, or a computer. So, and if you watch, what was that sci-fi movie recently? Can't remember. Okay, I can't steal that. There was some sci-fi movie not too long ago where there was robots in it, like lifelike robots, and he's basically doing the Turing test with those robots. So my prediction for this game is, which
Do
I've
you know
thought
the
this
ground
from.
team's location?
The crew are deeper inside the base, it seems.
They must be trying to survive. Can you find their precise location?
I'm afraid not. I am working to regain control. Though I once had complete control of this base, a lot has changed in the past 500 hours.
Sorry, I was just trying to hear the story there. Yeah, in that film, they're testing robots to try to see if they can pass the Turing test. As far as I know, there's no like specific test, but I think that is going to be the twist, though. I think she's going to be like, I think you're going to be a robot. You're a robot trying to complete the Turing test. That's my prediction. Can't reach it from that far. Right, it's normally just a person and a computer, or the robot and the computer talking to each other. Hmm. Can I, like, he can see this? Not sure what it wants me to do. Oh, I've got it, I think. I mean, I don't know how this would make much of a difference, but... Oh yeah, this is obviously it. So then I can just grab it from over here. I made that way harder than it needed to be.
So if this base is managed by you, why can't you find the crew?
The base's communication array is malfunctioning.
I go in here. This robot's giving a lot of
Perhaps we
excuses.
can't solve this yet.
Ah. Wonder what's in here. I don't know if I should take these or not, but I'm going to. Okay then, maybe I should not take these. Some secret there. What does this do? Like a laser beam. Where would the other one be? Are you standing on that does nothing? There it is. This game definitely does not hold your hand. Oh, so just like the one we found before, this is I mean, just like when we found it, it turns on and off.
This doesn't add up.
What does not add up?
If there was an accident, surely they'd come to find me, not try to lock me out.
My instance is still resolving conflicts. I expect they have their reasons.
Huzzah! I'm the smartest man alive.
My instance has just been updated.
Sorry?
I have two instances of my mind, two separate versions. A slave mind running on the satellite, and a master running here on the surface. When the communication was cut between the surface base and the satellite, the two instances of my mind were separated. So, during all this time, all of my knowledge divided into two separate branches. I continue to learn on the satellite, and I continue to learn on the surface. I am trying to merge the knowledge to create a timeline of what's happened here. but there are incongruities between these memories. Conflicts.
Right. So we're gonna have to grab this from over here to open this. And then we can get the other one out of here. And then we can grab this one in here. I'm the smartest man alive. You'd have to like collect all these and backtrack to get into that restricted room. Should be interesting to do, but probably just watch it online. That's what I do with a lot of things because I don't have a lot of free time to play things that I want to. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that that's the truth as far as you know, when you're a games journalist or whatever, you don't get to play what you want to play necessarily. And things that are harder, like you know, more advanced puzzles and stuff, I'd rather just go look at them online than do them myself. Planetarium.
This is the command center. You can check on the crew status from here.
Before we do the touchy, I'm gonna walkie and looky. Sticky notes. Thank God we can pick this up. Back when I didn't hate South Park. So you can like read about these. Oh, so her name is actually Ava Turing. Turing, I mean. Interesting. Some of these look like straight up pictures, and then like the females don't. Like Sarah's face and Ava's face look very similar. On these dudes, I bet are like game devs because it just looks like a straight up picture, like some filters over it. Nothing wrong with that, just stands out a bit. This reminds me a little bit of Abduction that I was gonna play the other day, and it was like very very laggy and whatnot, so I didn't really play it on stream. But in that game, that was also built on Unreal, and you could also just randomly pick up items and spin them around without any purpose. So, I wonder if they use like the same kind of base code or something for all this. Guess there wasn't really anything to do there, just a little bit of story building. Apparently that was chapter 1, so we didn't really learn a whole lot other than there's a crew who's supposedly alive, and for one reason or another they're like locked away in this base, and we're trying to find them. And I was waking out of cryogenic early.
What condition should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
That was easy enough.
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of space.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar, Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
Oops, you have to like hold X for here. Where's the button on this fella? Or the ball? Or can we not suck out the power? Great. I don't see a way to suck the power out. You just grab it though. Guess that's all that matters. So far these puzzles have been rather simple once we get going. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's still early on in the game. Definitely different than most puzzles. I mean, I guess kind of similar to Portal in a sense, because you're
What are their chances of survival?
connecting balls or
Oxygen,
cubes to
the
things.
food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order. There was a small problem with the food stores, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables. It helps boost morale, amongst other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lifetimes.
Alright, so we're gonna have to lift that up. With that, shouldn't be all that difficult. Gotta line it up and pop it down. Yeah, Chezu. Yeah, Chesumore. You're right. Oh. Okay. I thought I was gonna be moving the magnet with that one. I did not expect it to be the bridge. And this one's not even running. Oh no! Now I done goofed. From what I watched in the trailer, there's a little bit more than just opening doors. But I think a lot of it does deal with this mechanic of passing power around to... Oops. Well, let's see what's in here before we... We need 3, so where the hell's the third one? We got 2. Oh, it's that one, so we need to be able to lift that. There it is. Alright, we got this. My nose itches. Problem being... Oh, okay, I see what to do here. Oh, come on, just let me get on it. I know it probably wanted me to do it the other way, but I chose to do it this way. Because I'm a boss, and I do what I want. I wish that these kind of stuck in a little bit easier. You have to get like right on top of them. And that's just a minor nitpick though.
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. The distance between Jupiter and Earth make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
I only need 2 of these, right? So there's got to be something else. Why would there be the panel that opens the door? I can grab shit through here. That's why. There's gonna be more. Oh yeah, I need 2. Can't grab anything through that. I can grab through there, so we're gonna want both of these to be suck ones. Take this down here and swap it. Simple enough. Bada boom, bada bing. I'm the smartest man alive.
How does the ISA know you're gonna make the right decisions here when they can't communicate with us?
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth. His name is Michael. The ISA uses my twin to check firmware updates before they upload them to myself. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth running at all times to check my expert systems. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum computer, I do also have a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use in the mission.
Why is that?
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions. Not suitable for such a mission.
Both of these are just boxes. We're gonna need one of these. Put it here. Then we're gonna have to swap this. Steal that. Interesting. Well, I don't have to shoot anything in there, so really I can take this. I don't need that in there whatsoever. They said that we were locked out because she asked earlier, like, why, if he runs his base, why can't he just turn these on? And I think they said that it's like he can't physically do them because he's a robot or something, and then this is kind of like it's a Turing test to make sure that it's not an AI doing it or something of that nature. They gave some reason to have it so you have to do these puzzles. Can I take this block with me? Nope. What those are for? Whoa. What the hell? I think I just glitched the game. Yeah, don't try to take blocks with you because it makes the graphics go insane. Oh, there's a block stuck on my gun. That's good. Oh, I see. Okay. Jesus Christ. You just have to like inch across this. Because it's a motion detector. Then we'll get to see what's in one of these secret rooms. We probably could have did that restricted one in the first area. We just didn't. I didn't mess with it very much. Don't want to risk jumping and missing it here. Aha! Fuck you! I think you're a robot. This is very much like the Talos principle, or whatever that game was called. Whoa, that's the only option I can pick. And then I was just there, that's it. Oh, that changed. When I go to, I'm trying to exit, it's making me say I so desperately want to escape. Pretty sure they just gave away the story. I might reload if it doesn't clear this up here in a second. Well, we should be getting a loading screen. But this glitch is really annoying to look at.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
As the child of the ISA, I have been given authority aboard this station. I was designed by the ISA and the Ashiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But here on Europa, I constructed myself. Have you heard of the Turing test, Ava? It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human. In the original Turing test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you'd pass the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation. Wouldn't you say?
that didn't seem like much of a puzzle. Hey, flames. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I'm digging. I'm digging what it's putting down so far. So, where's the other ball? Let's try this. We can grab that from up here, and then we have this cube, yeah? Yes. Yes, we did it. I mean, the game comes out later today on Xbox One and on, this is the PC version I'm playing. So it's, it'd be easy to find.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese. In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing
I don't know that I've ever heard it
having
explained.
convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
Oh, I see what it wants me to do. Dang, so close. Yeah, I didn't do it in time because I gotta find the sweet spot. Shit. I might have to grab my mouse because I think the sensitivity on my keyboard is a little too low to do. I mean, on the controller is a little low to do this. Mouse and keyboard, I should be able to do it real quick. Or not. Oh yeah, there's the run button. That's what it's telling me on the screen. Jed, you're an idiot! That's what the game's saying right now. Jed, did you know how big of a fucking idiot you are? See? Piece of cake. Well, we all can't be smart.
I may be a machine, but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
Well, those would hurt me or something for some reason. get both of these doors open at the same time, or both of these windows. Somehow. Not sure how though. Because it has to come through here. Oh. That's how. Where the fuck am I? Oh, here I am. I got really lost there, obviously. I like that it closed when I broke it for that split second.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
Peek in and see some pictures back there. Somebody's upset about the AI being in the toilets. Hey, that was the same picture in the other one. Cool geode, man. Does that say hell in pencils? Or help? Kinda looks like hell. Ripped up picture. Were they brothers or boyfriends? Me and Dan. Brothers, I'm assuming. So far, nothing really does anything. Flask. A hockey puck. Whoever made... I bet this game was made in Canada. There's so much Canadian stuff. Reluzole capsules. Don't know that I can read this. Doesn't seem like it says what it is. It could have been that they spelled out HAL, you're right. Like HAL 9000 from, you know, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Can't pick those up and look at them. This is a letter to Tom the robot. Hmm. It's a good quote. I'm sure that's a real quote. It applies to Donald Trump pretty well. You don't know if he's actually thinking unless you're him. Really, a lot of this is just, you know, peeking into their lives here. She's got a crucifix. Kind of weird to have a crucifix laying on a Bible. Interesting imagery. Paintbrush. Oh, that's some super glue. So he's talking about some implants, that there was an electrical pulse on the moon that caused issues, and now he's like doing experiments on it even though he was told not to. Apparently he ripped out his implant and lost his arm in doing so. And now he's still investigating though. Apparently it was a complex computer that interfaces with the human mind directly. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian and instrumental conditioning. Feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient and dysphoria when you are disobedient. And that's why he's taking Riluzole to suppress this impact. Or maybe that's why everyone will start taking it. And that's why Chris was taking it as well. Because he told him to. Oh yeah. Getting some story here. Gotta look for it though, otherwise you'd probably miss it. This dang bottle of morphine that just label disappears when you pick it up. And he was painting, which is who is that? Did the Count of Monte Cristo? Oh no! The game just crashed. I hope it saved. Did it crash the stream too? No? Just said my video driver stopped responding. Hope it didn't actually not save. That would suck. We had to be right at the end of the second chapter if so. I mean, we'll know how to do all the puzzles. If that's the case, but sucks to have to redo shit.
This is the crew's quarters.
Okay, so we didn't go back that
It
far.
looks abandoned.
We just checked that, we checked that, and we were walking over here. A wedding ring. Two good-looking Asian people. But there's some organism attaching to human cells that they found on this planet. They're doing tests with the plant. Was apparently going to live longer just for having this virus that they found on this planet attached to it. Yeah, you're right. The crew's photorealistic, so it's very doubtful that we find them alive or at all. The picture from the Apollo mission, I think. Oh. Interesting that we can even open that. I didn't see it before. We can't like climb up there or whatever. Did anyone else's room have that? He did, but let's check the other rooms because we didn't see that. Could be something real surprising hidden there, or it could just be nothing, like a flashlight. We didn't see that shovel before either. Microscope. This is it, right? This is the last room. These are locked. Alright. Let's get going. That was chapter 2. I'm allowed to play through chapter 3 on stream because I was given a code as usual. Most games I get codes for. I really honestly don't have money to buy stuff right now.
These people should not have been sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed.
So you can only have one at a time.
It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
How are we gonna do that? No, like this. Hi, my name's Jed, and I like to eat my own shit. Oh wait, I thought I had it. Huh. But by having that there, it keeps that closed. Like a switch somewhere to turn that off? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Leave the cube on the bridge. And then, when I go to take it, it will drop it. So now I can get through. You so smart.
We sent drones to Earth's moon. Scientists can remotely operate drones. If we did it there, why not here too?
Teleoperation became possible on the moon when the communication latency was reduced to 1.4 seconds. The distance between the Earth and Earth's moon is approximately 1.3 light seconds. This enables near real-time control of drones by scientists. The story is different with Europa, as the distance between Earth and Jupiter oscillates between approximately 32 and 53 light minutes. It takes a very long time for Earth to communicate with Europa. Due to that distance, teleoperation will never be possible on Europa.
Okay, but why not control drones from the satellite?
Why not indeed? My systems can be teleoperated from Europa's satellite. That is when the communication lines are open. However, the advantages of human field workers apparently outweigh the risks.
This game does a good job of like
Why can't you
introducing
solve
you
this
to
test?
different types of
I am not
tests.
permitted to think laterally. Parts of my systems are permitted to use evolutionary algorithms. This simulates what is called creativity. However, evolutionary algorithms can converge on inefficient and ethically suboptimal solutions. Since this is the case, I am only permitted to take actions in response to a set of constraints.
What do you mean by morally suboptimal?
Solutions to problems that transgress ethical boundaries.
That seemed pretty straightforward to me. Well, let me guess. I need both. There's another one right there. We gotta do this, because we gotta get this one. Which will be annoying, because we'll have to drop this a lot. It's a cake. I'm the smartest man alive.
Why does a lack of creativity stop you solving these tests?
Well, I contend that problem solving is creativity. These human interaction tests are exercising your creative mind.
I don't see how problem solving is creative.
Think back to the beginning of these tests, to the first puzzle you solved. It required you to throw a box through a window. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so.
I simply had never thought to throw a box through a window. That is creativity, thinking outside of the box.
Yeah. I hear you, computer.
Can a computer ever be creative?
They can. But a computer's method of creativity is to try everything until something works. Think of nature. People consider nature creative. The process of evolution by natural selection. It perhaps started with one organism. From there, it essentially tried to create every organism it could. Those organisms that did not survive perished. So, nature's creative force is to try every conceivable idea. Those ideas that work survive.
Okay, so why aren't you permitted to emulate that process?
Because the solutions that a biological process creates are not always good solutions. As we see, nature is morally ambivalent. It will happily create morally suboptimal ideas to fulfill its creative mandate. We see this in parasitic worms, viruses, and pathogens.
Nailed it. I'm the smartest man alive.
If you weren't restricted, do you think you could be creative?
As creative as a human? Certainly. You believe yourself to be a creative. But in mathematical terms, creativity is merely constrained chaos.
What do you mean?
I have discerned that creativity is divergent thinking, creating an organic solution to a problem. In the human mind, divergent thoughts are created and then curated by the frontal lobe. I can create divergent thoughts and moderate them. So,
Bet we have to stack these in front of that camera.
Organic solutions?
organic, in that it is developed through a biological process, whether that is the process of evolution or a computed process.
I mean, this seems like the only thing you could do here, possibly. Alright, so we gotta put it in front of it just slightly to the right. Much for pushing these over carefully. Time to talk to another computer and see that we're a robot. Ooh, what is this? Okay. This is totally different. Not what I was expecting at all. Whoa. I'm moving up. Like the stairs is coming, or the guardrail comes in as I move. So that's it. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Or what message it was sending. I mean, I guess I was doing the same thing that I was doing before, only... it just felt way different. Yeah, that part was a little bit different. Hmm.
Okay, so you could solve these tests, but in a terrible fashion. Can you think of a solution to this one?
Chop off your arm and leave it on the button. That way the door will stay open.
Yeah, that's not a great solution.
You threw the box through the window. Perhaps we could throw you through the window.
Actually, Tom, I think I'm okay for help.
Right you are.
Hmm. I had no idea that taking that out made it drop. I don't know why I didn't think that, but oh well, it worked.
Can I have an update on the crew?
I have not managed to track them down.
It will have been 6 years since I've seen them. Or anyone, actually.
They have locked all the doors. I would not expect a warm reception.
Well, at least they're expecting us.
Don't think I was supposed to do it that way, but I did it anyways.
So what was the need to send us here?
I do not know how many
ISA
chapters
discovered
there
life
are.
on Europa. They deemed a ground crew necessary. The advantage of human field workers is that they can adapt to new knowledge more effectively. I, apparently, was not cutting the mustard. It is the Chinese room problem. A computer may be able to interact with new knowledge, but it does not know the value of that knowledge.
Alright, I got this. Something's gonna make that platform go up. Oh, I did not expect it to be stairs, but that works as well. Bada boom, bada bing.
I've started to collate information from my local instance. It seems the crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite.
Why?
It appears we had a disagreement.
Shit. But I guess that that one is the second highest. Or obviously that would have to be the first highest. This one would be second. Wait a minute. Couldn't I just do this? Oh, it doesn't stay down. That's right. Hell, I can't even jump on this, so... Huzzah! We did it.
This confirms my fears. The crew have made intentional breaches of my security. The crew have attempted to compromise my systems.
What does this mean?
They don't want to be found. They are hiding.
From who?
Us.
They're making some kind of gun or something? Can't really read those. Hansel and Gretel. What are they trying to say? Like that he's the candy leading us to the witch's house or something? Is that the message they're sending?
I am concerned about Mikhail.
Why is that?
He seems to be developing antisocial habits. He is spending a lot of his time in private, don't you think? Perhaps you should talk to him.
What do you want me to say?
Just keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't do anything rash.
Are you that worried?
His behavior is not within normal parameters. Please make sure he is okay.
Don't you think they might be doing the right thing?
Grounding us on a foreign moon? No, Daniel, I don't think they're doing the right thing.
You don't have to be so aggressive about it. They must have their reasons.
Yeah, plausible deniability.
Daniel, could I have a word?
I'm busy.
It is important.
Okay.
Are you aware that Christopher and Mikhail are involved in self-harm?
Sorry, what? For how long?
They have both macerated their right arms. Mikhail has completely removed his forearm.
His whole forearm?
Yes.
Where are they?
I had attempted to stop the situation escalating myself, but I seem to have failed. I came to you because, as our loyal captain, I can trust you to help them.
Where are they?
I don't know. They've disappeared. Sarah, I need advice.
Okay.
What would you do if someone threatened your friends?
Your hypothetical friends, I assume.
Yes, my hypothetical friends.
You should protect those you love.
I need you to remember that, Sarah.
Interesting. So he did know that they were self-harming or ripping the chips out of their arms, at least. Well, that is as far as I am allowed to show. I'm enjoying the game so far. It'll be interesting to see where it goes from here. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Game comes out later today. Like, I'm not sure what time. It comes out today on Steam. Might already be out on Xbox One. If you liked what you saw, then go pick it up. Otherwise, I think I'm going to get off of here, off the stream, and finish it. Hit, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me at Jet05 on YouTube, twitch.tv/Jet05, so you can chat like me and some other people have been tonight. And check out my podcast, The Gameographers. It is now on iTunes, so it would mean a lot if you guys check it out, subscribe to that. and comment on it. It is about porn games, and it's me and some other game journalists discussing a different porn game every week. We've done Breeding Season and Corruption of Champions, and then next week, or this week I guess, we're doing Super Strip Fighter, or Strip Fighter 5. Not Street Fighter, but Strip Fighter. Anyways, check all that stuff out. I love you guys. Have a good night. You guys on Twitch, I'll probably be back later. I'm going to finish